Little fella dies and goes to heaven, and St. Peter said, would you like to have a look around heaven? And the fella, yeah, I would, actually. So they're looking around heaven. And he said, who are those people over there? He said, oh, they are the Muslims. They are Muslims there. And over there we have the Jewish people. And these are Anglicans and Hindus, Baptists. He said, why do you have this big wall here? He said, behind the wall, you see, we have the Catholics. He said, why do you have the Catholics behind the wall? He said, shh. They like to think that they're the only ones here.
And what's meant to happen when you die and go to heaven? You see a big bright light. You walk towards the light. What's at the end of the light? All your dead relatives. Well, whoop-de-doo. You ever spend a weekend at your grandparents' house? And shit! You'd be out there for an hour going, wish all me friends would die. Be out there meeting everyone. Hello, Nana. Hello, Granddad. Hello, Uncle who used to touch me. How did you get up here? Oh, that's right. You used to work for the church.
Like my religion, it's nuts. Like my religion, like the way I was brought up is like, you can make it to heaven, but like some of your family members possibly couldn't, or some of your friends. It doesn't even make sense. Like, how am I supposed to enjoy heaven if that's the deal, right? Just sitting there waiting for my friends to show up, like, Jesus Christ. What the hell are they? It's been like 150 years. They must have eaten a lot of Brussels sprouts or some shit. Doing some yoga, right? And then one day it just settles in that they didn't make it. And then what? I'm still going to enjoy heaven, right? Jesus coming walking over like, hey, how's it going, everybody? Is this great? Is this great? Yeah, dude, it'd be even better if 4 of my family members and friends weren't burning for forever. Kind of hard to enjoy heaven. Like, will you just keep thinking of that there, J-Star? What do you think? Hey, dude, I didn't ask you to come over. You came walking over, you big dumb sandal. Hey, how's you going over here? Why did you come over here? I don't give a... Go tell your dad. I don't give a... I'm already in here. What, are you going to kick me out afterwards? I knew he was going to be like that. I knew it. The boss's son is the worst. Sense of entitlement.
Look, I was raised Catholic, so I know he did that for me, and I appreciate it. Thank you. He should have asked first. I would have said, I'm all set. I don't need that done, because a little presumptuous. Only because, look, here's the thing. I was raised Catholic, and I'm not anymore, because if they're right, I'm going to hell. I am. Because I'm really I do wrong shit a lot. Man, I'm going to hell, I know it, and I don't want to go to hell, and really because I don't like new places. That's really the reason, because I'm afraid I'll go to hell, I won't know where to sign up for shit, I'll be all confused, like the first day of school, I wonder, is there like a schedule to hell? How organized is your damnation? Like, first they put you in one room and some monster the ass for 1,000 years. You come out, you're like, well, I ain't going around in there, I tell you. I don't recommend that room. That was a drag. Then they take you and they put you in another room and they shit on your head. I don't know what they're doing out there, but what if hell's not like that? What if I'm just standing in a hallway in hell, like, what do I do? Where do I go? Some demon walks up to me, hey, and I'm like, demon. And the demon's like, come on. Now I'm blowing a demon in hell, and it's horrible. I'm thinking I shouldn't have lied so much or whatever. But here's my question. What if when I'm done blowing the demon in the hallway? Which, how do you know when you're done blowing a demon in the hallway? I guess when he comes fire ants on you, whatever. When I'm done blowing the demon in the hallway, what if some guy in charge of hell walks up to me and goes, hey man, you didn't have to blow that guy, you know? He just hangs out here. He's not part of your damnation or anything. What did you blow him for? I just assume you're supposed to blow people. He said, so you know. So say no. What's so hard about that? Jesus. Look, man, you better pace yourself. You're down here forever. You're going to blow a lot of demons and elephants, all kinds of shit. Don't be freelancing in the hallways, for Christ's sakes.
But then, believe it, which is where this where the two you know, I think he's up there. And I think he's pleased. He's smiling down from. But it doesn't exist. But it, and it was standing on pattern. On what kind of a apparently you're what? Hey. And what?
Dead, Mark. People don't talk about it, but death is an horrible thing. 1 minute you're alive, and then just like that, it's all gone. This is it, Mark. A few more hours like this, and then an eternity of nothingness.
Nurse! Her vitals are dropping.
I'm so frightened.
Oh, Mom. Mom, listen to me. Listen carefully. You're wrong about what happens after you die. It's not an eternity of nothingness. You go to your favourite place in the whole world. And everyone you've ever loved and who's ever loved you will be there. And you'll be young again. You can run and jump like you used to, and dance. You used to dance. There's no pain. Just love. Happiness. Everyone gets a mansion. And it lasts for an eternity. An eternity, Mum. Say hello to Dad for me. Tell him I love him. Go on.
What else happens?
I'm gonna see my mother again when I die.
Tell us more, please.
So, I'm sick of Obama's wife. Yeah. This isn't some Republican rant either. It's just kind of first ladies in general. You know, I don't know what it is. All throughout my life, with each presidency, like these first ladies, they've just gotten more and more like chatty. You know? More and more chiming in, like leaning into the frame, spitting out their ideas. It's just like, well, why are you talking? Right? You weren't elected. Shut up. Your husband's not running a lemonade stand here. He's running the country. You don't just chime in. Let me guess, is this considered? It is? Why? Well, okay, you just nodded there, lady. Let me ask you this, all right? Let's say you had a leak in your house, okay? You call a plumber up. He shows up, and he goes, yeah, I think the leak's coming from the upstairs bathroom. We need to shut it up, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden his wife walks in, who isn't a plumber. And then goes, hey, you know, I'm actually taking care of it. Wouldn't you be like, with all due respect, shut the up. I need a plumber in this moment. I'll extend an olive branch here. All right, at some point, there's going to be the first female president, right? Exactly. Which means at that moment, you're going to have the first male first lady, right? And when that happens, that dude needs to shut his trap. I don't want to hear a word out of him. I want to hear from the president. You, sir, go do some first lady stuff, all right? Go get yourself some gloves that go up to your elbows. Smile and nod during speeches. Go put your own flair redecorating the White House, right? Which leads you to Michelle Obama, right? Now she's sitting there holding up those hashtags. Remember that hashtag, bring back our girls? Remember that? It's like, it blew my mind. It's like, why are you showing me that? I'm a stand-up comedian. Like, what am I going to do to get those girls back? Why don't you look across the dinner table? It's like, you see that guy? That is the leader of the free world. Tell him to pick up a phone, call some Navy SEALs and solve it. What am I going to do? Show up with a sharpened mic stand? Hey, Michelle said to bring her back. Oh, it's unreal. I'll tell you what kills me. Hillary Clinton might run. She might run. That blows my mind. I mean, how she became a senator. She went from being the president's wife to being a senator. Just like that. Lateral move. That's like Tom Brady's wife becoming the next quarterback of the Rams. It's like, what, you hanging out? You just pick it up? I sports, and then I banged Tom Brady, and I don't know what happened. I just picked up a ball. I started lacing it. I'm leading receivers. It was incredible. All right, I'm out of time. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much.
I ain't scared of you, I'm gonna tell you something straight off the press. I ain't coming for no foolishness.
I mean, what am I capable of? I'd like to think that I'm a nice person. But I don't know, man. A lot of it is context. There's a lot of things I wonder if the world was different. Like if murder was legal, I might have killed a few people. I don't know. I'd love to think, oh, I would never do that. But we really need the law against murder. For one simple reason. The law against murder is the number one thing preventing murder. We'd like to think it's because, like, oh, I would never do that. No, it's because it really getting caught murdering. A lot. If murder was legal, or just a misdemeanor, like you get a thing in the mail, oh shit, they had a camera there. Oh, well. If murder was legal, there would be so much murder. Regular people would murder. Murderers would murder even more. And then really nice, sweet people would murder a few people. But nobody would murder no people. You wouldn't trust somebody who didn't murder. If murder was legal, you wouldn't like them. I never killed anybody. Okay, nice meeting you. Ugh. What a creep. I mean, not even a hooker? Live a life. What's wrong with that guy? He's like a Mormon or some shit. I hate those guys. I think he's nice. Shut up, Janet. It would just... If murder was legal, there would be a lot of murder. Children would behave very differently. Because mostly parents would be murdering their own kids. That's mostly what would happen if murder was legal. You'd be, you know, you go to a mall, there'd be like 8 different moms in the mall just, I told you to stop it! You didn't listen to me! You'd be stepping over dead kids. It would be like a new problem. You have to clean up your kids when you kill them, because it's gross. It's bad for the environment. If you murder your child in a public place, please use one of the red bags that are in the dispensers every 3 feet of America. Put your murdered child in the red bag with a logo of a murdered kid on it. Next to the other logo that tells you not to let your alive kid play with a plastic bag because they might suffocate. In which case you could just leave them in the bag. That is a whole bunch of horrible thoughts right in a row. Right in a row. That is a compressed area of bad thought. I don't know. The only thing that bums me out though is that you're not supposed to laugh at gay people when they're funny, because sometimes they just are. They're funny. Like I lived in New York for a lot of my life, and in my neighborhood everybody was gay, and it you know, some guys are just a guy walking down the street, but some gay guys are a guy in little shorts and a half shirt and, you know, combat boots spray painted green and whistle, and he's standing on the corner going, hello, hi outside. That's not a stereotype. Those guys by the thousands. And when I see them, I laugh really loud. I just do. And people are like, don't laugh at him because he's gay. No, I'm not. I'm laughing because he's weird and silly. He's hilarious. How am I supposed to react? Hello? Oh, hello. Hello, yes. seriousness is, yes. It's stupid. I never understood people judging people for the way they have sex. Some people get angry at home just for being gay. They get mad at them. Arr! I never really understood that, you know, because they're just having... Like, I can understand if gay people were just running out in the streets just the ass willy-nilly, just like a pestilence, like, without asking, you know? Like you're at the ATM. Hey, what the Jesus! God damn it! Some faggot just right in the ass. Seriously. Right through my pants. Ruined my new pants. Look at shit. Another one. God damn it. I gotta get... This is ridiculous. But they generally don't do that, so I don't know what the problem is. People get mad. They don't want them to don't get married. Well, you don't have to go to the wedding. What the f*** to buy him anything? It doesn't matter. So, some people go like, well, then a guy will marry his dog. Good. Hope he blows his dog. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have any effect on your life. What the fuck do you care? Or people that try to talk like it's a social issue. Like when you see someone stand up in a talk show and say like, how am I supposed to explain to my child that two men are getting married? I don't know. It's your shitty kid. You tell him. Why is that anyone else's problem? Two guys are in love, but they can't get married because you don't want to talk to your ugly child in 5 minutes? Who cares about your shitty kid? He's probably a faggot anyway. How stupid is that? All right.
Good. Nice to be here. I'm in a great mood today, actually, because I had with my wife, which is amazing. It is. We never have sex anymore, my wife and I, because we have a baby, and our baby is an asshole. It's brutal. Now I understand the baby in the garbage. I wouldn't do it, but I understand it. We don't sleep. We never have sex. It's ridiculous. It's been so long. Then I woke up to crying. My penis was crying. Like, we never do it anymore. Why not? She won't let us. Get somebody else, that bitch. I hate her. You can't. I don't know why my is Mexican. It just kind of worked out that way. No, man, the last time we had... It's been so long that even now when I masturbate, I just fantasize about other times that I masturbated. That's all I have to work with now. It's ridiculous. Oh, yeah, Thanksgiving. That was good. But so today, finally, we're having sex, and it was great. But I was trying not to have an orgasm because I wanted her to have a shot at it, because I like her, you know. And, so I'm trying to think of things to not come. And, you know, you have to do that. And it's a weird thing about at the moment of ecstasy, the woman is thinking about just glory and beautiful things, and the guy's thinking of dog shit or whatever it is to maintain her up there. You gotta, you know, she's like, flowers and puppies and happy, and Nixon's face with crap all over it. Something. No, but yay! Liza Minnelli having diarrhea. I don't know, something. Help me. So I was trying to remember what I used to think about to not come, and I couldn't remember because it's been 1,000 years. And I'm trying to think, and I started thinking about Walmart, and I had to go to Walmart to get a watch battery. And I was remembering being at the jewelry counter at Walmart. How depressing is that, the jewelry counter in a Walmart? You get to clean it out for $40, the whole thing. And I was remembering being there, and the lady that works, the big fat lady, and she's like, she's literally making that noise. She's like, and she's got hair just shooting out of her face. Just, she had hair on her eyeball, and I'm remembering this fat, gross, hairy lady, and I had a huge orgasm. I just shot up. I don't know what happened, but so I got to get that checked out. That's a problem. Yeah, we have a baby. It's great having a baby. I love it. We were thinking of adopting a baby from a third world country. It's good to do that because you don't have to worry about them. You leave them outside, whatever. But we went... But we had a baby, and it's a big responsibility having a baby, right? You have to name your baby. That's a big responsibility, you know, because whatever you name your baby, other kids in school are going to make fun of their name. It doesn't matter what you name them, they're going to find a way to rhyme it and make them feel bad, like Joey Blowy, Louie Screwy, Mike, your mother's a dyke, whatever. They find a way. They can do this with any name. What's your name, sir? Bob, you fat jerk. See? So we decided to name our daughter something nobody can mess with, so we named her Diarrhea Elbow Fart, because really, you can only improve that name.
It's a competition in their brain of good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully they win, the good thoughts win. For me, I always have both. I have like the thing I believe, the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing. And I don't believe it, but it is there. It's always this, and then this thing. It's become a category in my brain that I call, of course, but maybe. I'll give you an example. Okay, like of course, children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We have to segregate their food from nuts, have their medication available at all times, and anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course. But maybe, if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Jesus. I have a nephew who has that. I'd be devastated if something happened to him. But maybe, if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever. No, of course not. Of course, if you're fighting for your country and you get shot or hurt, it's a terrible tragedy. Of course. Of course. But maybe if you pick up a gun and go to another country and you get shot, it's not that weird. Maybe if you get shot by the dude you were just shooting at, it's a tiny bit your fault. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Listen, you all clapped for dead kids with the nuts. For kids dying from nuts, you applauded. So you're in this with me now. Do you understand? You don't get to cherry pick. Those kids did nothing to you. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't get a fuck about particular people. You can do anything. That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we f*** others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice. You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit. I'm not afraid of her. So my wife decided that she wanted to get pregnant again. She decided it. And this is back in August. She told me, you need to be in town next week. Why? Because I'm getting, I'm ovulating. So, not do you want another kid, just be in town. That's how she handles it. I'm like, I don't want another kid. She's like, all right. Next week, she starts blowing me, right? Now, she hasn't blown me in, Jesus, I don't know if I've ever been blown. That's how long it is. She's blowing me on the day she's ovulating. I'm like, yeah, you love it. I think she digs me now. So she's having another baby any day now. She's due, and it's true. She's whole thing. And I'm like, okay. No, it's great. That's really the attitude that keeps a family together. It's not we love each other, man. Another kid. Why not? Let them all in. Good. Here's the thing. I never judge other parents now. I never do. I used to, but I never do. When you see a mother in McDonald's or someplace or in a toy store and she's just melting down on her kid. She's like, shut up. I hate you. You're ugly. And people are standing around going, oh my goodness, she's a horrible mother. Well, guess what? Those people aren't parents. They don't have kids. Because any parents who are in that store are thinking, what did that shitty kid do to that poor woman? That poor woman. I wish I could help. Because you don't know, man. You don't know. Or when you see a parent that seems to be negligent. You see a parent in McDonald's with the kid, and the parent's like, I can't take this shit anymore. And just collapsed, and all the shopping bags are just strewn everywhere. And the kid's happy. The kid's eating French fries. And the kid asks a question like, Mama, why is the sky blue? And she's like, just shut up and eat your French fries. And you think, what a terrible mother. Why doesn't she answer her child? When I have a child, I will answer all of their questions and open their minds to the wonders of the world. Well, guess what? You don't know what the you're talking about. You can't answer a kid's question. They don't accept any answer. A kid never goes, oh, thanks, I get it. They never say that. They just keep coming. More questions. Why? Until you don't even know who you are anymore at the end of the conversation. It's an insane deconstruction. It's amazing. This is my daughter the other day. She's like, Papa, why can't we go outside? Well, because it's raining. Why? Well, water's coming out of the sky. Why? Because it was in a cloud. Why? Well, clouds form when there's vapor. Why? I don't know. I don't know any more things. Those are all the things I know. Why? Because I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid. Why? Well, because I didn't pay attention in school, okay? I went to school, but I didn't listen in class. Why? Because I was high all the time. I smoked too much pot. Why? Because my parents gave me no guidance. They didn't give a shit. Why? Because they and had me and they resented me for taking their youth. Why? Because they had bad morals. They just had no compass. Why? Because they had shitty parents. It just keeps going like that. Why? Because we're alone in the universe. Nobody gives a shit about us. I'm going to stop here to be polite to you for a second. But this goes on for hours and hours, and it gets so weird and abstract at the end. It's like, why? Well, because some things are and some things are not. Why? Well, because things that are not can't be. Why? Because then nothing wouldn't be. You can't have nothing isn't. Everything is. Why? Because if nothing wasn't, there'd be all kinds of shit that we don't like, giant ants with top hats dancing around. There's no room for all that shit. Why? I'll you eat your french fries, you little shit. God damn it.